That part of the Enchanted Isle which was kissed by the rising sun was called Dawna. The kingdom that was tinted rose and purple by the setting sun was known as Oriel. And the Southland, where fruits and flowers abounded, was the kingdom of Plenta. Up at the north lay Heg, the home of the great barons who feared not even the men of Spor. And in the kingdom of Heg, our story opens. Upon a beautiful plain stood the castle of the great Baron Murd, renowned alike in war and peace, and second in importance only to the king of Heg. It was a castle of vast extent, built with thick walls and protected by strong gates. In front of it sloped a pretty stretch of land with the sea glistening far beyond, and back of it, but a short distance away, was the edge of the forest of Lawlor. One fair summer day, the custodian of the castle gates opened a wicket and let down a drawbridge when out trooped 3 pretty girls with baskets dangling on their arms. One of the maids walked in front of her companions, as became the only daughter of the mighty Baron Murd. She was named Sesely, and had yellow hair and red cheeks and big blue eyes. Behind her, merry and laughing, yet with a deference to the high station of their young lady, walked Birna and Helda, dark brunettes with mischievous eyes and slender, lithe limbs. Birna was the daughter of the chief archer, and Helda the niece of the captain of the guard, and they were appointed playfellows and comrades of the fair Sesely. Up the hill to the forest's edge ran the 3, and then without hesitation plunged into the shade of the ancient trees. There was no sunlight now, but the air was cool and fragrant of nuts and mosses, and the children skipped along the path joyously and without fear. To be sure, the forest of Lawlor was well known as the home of fairies, but Sesely and her comrades feared nothing from such gentle creatures, and only longed for an interview with the powerful immortals whom they had been taught to love as the tender guardians of mankind. Nymphs were in Lawlor as well, and crooked nooks, it was said. Yet for many years past, no person could boast the favor of meeting any one of the fairy creatures face to face. So, gathering a few nuts here and a sweet forest flower there, the 3 maidens walked farther and farther into the forest until they came upon a clearing formed like a circle with mosses and ferns for its carpet and great overhanging branches for its roof. "How pretty!" cried Sesely gaily. "Let us eat our luncheon in this lovely banquet hall." So Birna and Helda spread a cloth and brought from their baskets some golden platters and a store of food. Yet there was little ceremony over the meal, you may be sure, and within a short space all the children had satisfied their appetites and were laughing and chatting as merrily as if they were at home in the great castle. Indeed, it is certain they were happier in the forest glade than when facing grim walls of stone, and the 3 were in such gay spirits that whatever one chanced to say, the others promptly joined in laughing over. Soon, however, they were startled to hear a silvery peal of laughter answering their own, and turning to see whence the sound proceeded, they found seated near them a creature so beautiful that at once the 3 pairs of eyes opened to their widest extent, and 3 hearts beat much faster than before. "Well, I must say you do stare," exclaimed the newcomer, who was clothed in soft, floating robes of rose and pearl color, and whose eyes shone upon them like 2 stars. "Forgive our impertinence," answered the little lady Sesely, trying to appear dignified and unmoved, "but you must acknowledge that you came among us uninvited, and you are certainly rather odd in appearance." Again the silvery laughter rang through the glade. "Uninvited!" echoed the creature, clapping her hands together delightedly. "Uninvited to my own forest home! Why, my dear girls, you are the uninvited ones. Indeed you are, to thus come romping into our fairy bower." The children did not open their eyes any wider on hearing this speech, for they could not, but their faces expressed their amazement fully, while Helda gasped.